I can't tell you how many times we have left town and we come back and our dog sitter has not actually brushed them every day. So we come back and the dogs are not only tangled, but they have giant mats on them. And then we take them to the groomer and what do they say? You gotta shave them. Well, that's unacceptable in our house because our dogs like to be fluffy and cute. So if that's the case, we have our emergency dematter. This stuff is amazing. There is not another product out there on the market, and this is what inspired us to make this entire brand of products, was making sure that our doodles stayed fluffy and cute and didn't have to be shaved. Huh? Are you ready? So here's 5 steps on how to use the emergency dematter because we want to save the shave. So first we're going to grab our tools. Number 1 is your adorable dog. Give them a kiss, tell them you're gonna save the shave. And then we're gonna grab the Skip the Groomer Emergency Dematter cream right here. And our 2 most precious tools, we have the Skip the Groomer pin brush and we have the Skip the Groomer rake brush. And you're gonna use both of these together. Step 2, we're going to give our dog lots of loving pets and find those big mats that are attached to their skin. So I've located one right here. And I'm going to take my emergency dematter and completely cover it with the cream. So I'm going to use the cream and just completely cover the mat like that, and I'm going to rub it in. And once it's all rubbed in, we're going to let it sit there for a couple of minutes. Think of it like doing a deep conditioner on your hair, so it just soaks in and really starts detangling that mat. Meanwhile, we're still giving Skipper lots of love. Step 3, now that we've applied the cream and we've let it sit on the hair for a few minutes, I'm going to start with the pin brush and start brushing out very gently. We're not trying to pull the hair off of the skin. We're just getting the tangles that are on the edge of that mat to be brushed out. You can see how, for instance, those are just brushing right out. Nothing too aggressive, just nice and easy in all directions. You can see the formula right there. It's working its magic. Emergency dematter magic. Step 4, we're moving to the rake brush. Time to get that big mat out. Okay, so here's our mat we're working on. You can see all of this hair around it is the stuff that we brushed out with the pin brush. But this is the piece that has been stuck to the skin down here. So we're gonna switch brushes. We're gonna use our Skip the Groomer rake brush. And the trick to using this brush is to make sure that the soft side is down. That's the side that's going to be up against their skin because this is sharp up here. That's going to actually start working through the mat. And you do not want to start at the skin like this, okay? Because we don't want to pull, we don't want to hurt them. So just like if you had a tangle, if you have long hair, if you had a tangle at the end of your hair, you would start at the ends and you would go towards your scalp. So that's what we're going to do. What I like to do is I hold the mat like this, and I start with the rake brush so that if there's any pulling sensation, she literally just can't feel it because I'm protecting that with my fingers. And see, I've worked through that part, so now I'm going to go down a little further and start getting into the real tangled part. The trick to this is really just being patient. You need to be patient. Your dog's going to be patient because you're going to be giving them lots of love and lots of treats throughout it. Again, we're saving the shave here, people. So Rome wasn't built overnight. Okay, we're almost to the end. The light is at the end of the tunnel. It gets a little dry after you've been using the brushes, so I'm just going to add a little more. Just pile it on there. It's not sticky, it doesn't leave a residue. That's the nice thing. You can literally use as much as you want just to make sure that all those little tangles are coated. Okay, so we're right here at the end. I'm back at the rake brush here, and you can see that the mats, or that giant mat, has completely come off of the skin. And look, her skin's not red, it's not agitated. She's literally laying here sleeping. So you see these mats, they've just come right to the end of the hair and you can just pull them right off. They just slide right off of the end of the hair. It's literally magic, literally magic. Every time I use this, and look at, here we are at the end. That giant mat is gone. I can brush right through the hair. It's gonna dry beautifully with no residue or anything. And I kid you not, every time I use it, I think, this stuff actually works. It actually works. And so does Skipper. Was that fun? You feel better? Yeah. Step 5, the most important step. I get to give her lots of love and scratchies and feel how amazing this coat is with no tangles and no mats, because with the Skip the Groomer Emergency Dematter, we saved the shave. Ready to go get some treats? This is the super secret step 6. This is our nightly routine of cuddles on the couch. I have to remind you that this stuff actually works. Like, it actually works. Look at, this is where we brush that giant mat out. The hair is perfect. No tangles. My dog's happy, I'm happy. Save the shave with the Emergency Dematter by Skip the Groomer.